Oh, hi there, Cogs. Judas Ex Machina, a machineofwords.com here. I had a question recently of what I think bad movies are, or what I think are bad movies. I'm going to try to be brief and as concise as possible. There are a few requirements. I like terrible movies, schlock movies, movies that are technically bad. There are movies that are really, really successful that I think are terrible. There are movies like Transformers. Transformers, to me, it's a terrible movie, but I love it. So I'm just going to go actually through a top 5 list of movies that I just can't stand for whatever reason. Number 5, The Piano. Hate that movie. It is a movie about a selfish person who does selfish things and screws over a guy who's really just trying to help her. Gets a finger chopped off. Also, she can be with Harvey Keitel. Didn't care for it. It was long, drawn out, boring. Really didn't empathize with any of the characters. Next one kind of follows the same thing. Brokeback Mountain. Not for, the whole cowboys and love thing, but for the mere fact that everyone talked about how this was a brilliant, beautiful love story. Now, it's a great love story. No, it's about two guys cheating on their wives. That's it. That's all. Two guys cheated on their wives in the mountains. Brokeback Mountain. They cheated. And that's a love story. I don't understand how that's a love story. That's two selfish people ruining people's lives to be together. That's not love conquering all. It's not a beautiful love story. So that's my perspective, whatever. Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction. Cannot stand Pulp Fiction. It's a terrible movie. It just proves that Quentin Tarantino used to work in a video store. He watched movies and was like, that's cool, I'm going to put that in my movie. That's cool, I'm going to put that in my movie. So all he's done is just put all of his favorite scenes into movies and added a little bit of, colorful dialogue. He is good at dialogue, but I just don't like the movie. I don't care for the tact on religiousness. I don't care for the end is the beginning type of thing. It's catchy. It was a warning to me of everything if I ever made a movie not to do, because, well, one, he already did it, and two, I just realized how it's not an homage, how much of a ripoff it really is. Let's see, where are we at here? Oh, yeah, I know what my number one is. Absolutely, number one is, but we're gonna go with Van Helsing, and the movie was terrible because of what I was promised. I was promised this dark, gritty action horror movie with all the universal monsters, and it's Van Helsing was this tough guy and he was gonna take down these monsters, action adventure, and I got a comedy. I got an action comedy with a wisecracking James Bond Q monk with his weapons, his very lackadaisical faith, and jokes that really didn't need to happen. The people in front of me in the theater fell asleep. I mean, the funniest part of the movie was when somebody I knew made a joke during the battle where Bono Dracula, or Bono's love child with Elton John, who I never would have believed would have slept with 3 women to try to create a vampire army, says to to him, join me, we can be brothers. And, the person cracked out, lovers, would you like that, Van Helsing? Flying puppies. But my most hated movie of all time so far is Snowpiercer. I love Chris Evans. I love almost every actor in that movie. I think they're very fine actors. That movie is just one train wreck from beginning to end. Ha 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 pun. Seriously, I know it's supposed to be an indictment on kleptocracies and it has the social commentary thing. The movie is just downright unbelievable beginning to end. A nuclear powered train circumnavigating the planet because the Earth is frozen due to us messing with the environment. So if you go outside the train, you die. So this train is on tracks, and let me remind everyone that I don't care how advanced the train system is, tracks need regular maintenance. They do. They just do. Right? Robot maintenance, if that is part of the plot, undermines the ending of the movie, which which would negate the need. And I'm going to spoil this here. The people at the back of the train that are harvested, not even really harvested. Basically, the children are abducted to become parts for the train's engine. Yeah, dumb idea. If they have robots maintaining the tracks, they could have robots maintaining the train. But that's besides the point. The people at the back of the train, I don't care if you know the premise or not. If I'm ruining anything for you, I'm really not. Just go look it up on Wikipedia, on IMDb. Is dumb. You have all the poor people at the back of the train. These poor people that couldn't afford expensive train tickets when the world was ending. And they are fed themselves. The dead are fed to them. So basically, they're their own closed circuit system. There is no reason for the last car in the train at all. The rest of the train is completely self-contained as well, but they don't have to eat each other. It's just been refined, and they have a judicial system. They have a system to limit the amount of passengers with procreation. They have a school system, a drug car for recreation. Like, from beginning to end, top to bottom, this entire movie is stupid. And the premise is that no one can live outside the train until, oh no, at the end, they can survive outside the train because there's polar bears. So the entire time the planet's been frozen and everybody's been dead, polar bears and other animals have survived. So basically, it's a Deus Ex Machina, right? We're given a faulty premise. We're given huge gaping plot holes. We're given some fine acting with some clunky script writing, and people love this movie. I don't know why. I don't know if it's they like the cannibalism portion of it, the so-called action scenes. The special effects are top-notch, that's fine, but special effects don't make a movie for me. I mean, Transformers has great special effects, and it's a garbage movie, and I still like that movie. So that's my list of movies that I hate. I just hate them. In many cases, they're pretentious. In other cases, they just did not deliver what they promised. So, Vivian, you know who you are. You asked for this. Here's your video. Sorry, I don't really have very many funny things to contribute to this, aside from the fact that I'm going to delete out some of the long, annoying pauses. And no, maybe I'll just keep it in. Everybody check out the captions and the subtitles. I like to throw in weird stuff, interesting facts, and I'm going to be coming out with an audio commentary track for my videos. It'll be fun, because these are directed by a very fine director. He's actually right over there, but you can't see him.